She just licked that thing. Ah.
Just a couple of silly friends talking about serious stuff.
Welcome! This is
Welcome!
not what I was expecting. Two friends react to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I am Enough.
And I'm Limber. Thank you so much for joining us.
I love your floofy sleeves. Those look so fun.
Thank you very much. It was a gift from my mom.
It's very good. You just go around flapping like all the time.
Well, especially if I tuck my fingers in like this, and then it's like I become a kite.
You can glide.
It's the
best. That's great. I love it.
Why, thank you. You're looking rather dapper yourself this evening.
So last week, we got to meet the moms and see Josh's sweet dance moves.
Yes. It was Greg's mom, my mom, and yeah, okay, great. Greg was clearly stuck in a perspective, unable to move forward with healing with his family, with his mom.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes an outside viewer.
Oh, Heather.
Love Heather.
Oh, I loved that moment when she quit. It's like, what about your job? I quit. I love that. That feels so good. However, I don't know. Personal update, job's going great. Just wanted to say.
Yay!
All of my expectations and more have been reached, and I hope I stay good enough to stick around.
That's so awesome. I'm glad things are really working out for you there, and I hope that they continue to deserve you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We got to meet Rebecca's mom. That hurricane of a person with that incredible introduction. That was...
Where's the...
Oh, so good.
So good.
Again, there was a situation where we got to see a little bit of healing. Who knows where it'll go from here? But
yeah, we left off on a Christmas number.
Yeah. Right? I can't wait. Delving more into the whole mom situation, like that scene where a client calls. Why aren't you answering that call? Well, because I want to spend time with you. Answer the call to be professional. By the way, I want to sleep with him. Like,
yeah. So manipulative.
That was, I mean, gross. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? She's doing her best. What do you want?
Not what she says she wants.
Yeah.
Or at least some of the time. She's unreliable. Paula knocking it out as the Jewish Brit friend. Going right there on Abbey Road.
Right in the street. I love that with everything she asks of others, when she is asked to step up, she brings it.
Yeah, she did.
She really she was really there for her friend. She tried really hard.
Mm-hmm. Even
Maybe
though she didn't,
but it worked, so who cares?
yeah, even though she didn't think it was the right choice, she was still supportive.
Mm-hmm. That was sweet. She's still got the ability to be there for people and to nurture. Just she's gonna direct it in ways they haven't been for a while, out of practice. So.
Yeah. It's nice to see her reconnecting with that part of herself.
Disclaimers. Neither one of us are mental health professionals, even if we do talk about mental health.
Nope.
Nope.
We don't own the content. We're just talking about it, watching it, hanging out.
Having a good time.
Yeah, it's awesome. Please go watch it.
Yeah. Happy to be part of all of it. There's all of the community of fans.
Very much. It's lovely.
All right.
Speaking of community, are you ready to go on a beach trip with the gang? I remember parts of this one. It sticks out in my mind, so buckle up the way they don't.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh my God.
What's up?
The first shot of the movie poster. Ah!
I have friends. I definitely have friends.
Oh.
Friends, friends, friendly friends. I have all the friends.
Oh no.
It's just not going to be the same without your running commentary about sand.
I am pretty good at that. And then it gets its own paper, sand, paper. Sounds just like it. And I can bring a friend. There's this girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. A girl? An extra person?
Josh is so bossy.
I don't understand why she keeps popping up all over the place. Why did she move here again?
She was offered a killer job in town.
Why else would she move here?
Where?
It's just a little. It's right.
Where?
Well, it's like.
Uh-oh. Being too obvious.
How enthusiastic do you have to be about popcorn for it to end up into your ear?
I mean, I do tend to get popcorn kind of everywhere, but I don't know that I would get it above my mouth most of the time. It's usually below the mouth line. Although popcorn fights are fun.
This girl smells like sausages, but there's nothing wrong with that.
She does look great in that outfit.
Yeah, I was pretty lost for a while there, because wondering like, what the hell kind of. Okay, so yes, sisterhood is clearly sarcastic, but also then it got mean.
Yeah.
Why?
Right, because just because we declare that something is our cause doesn't mean that we are actually furthering that cause, right? Like Louis C.K. called himself a feminist. And I think that there is a part of her that wants to feel that connection with other women and hasn't before. I mean, she's said that explicitly in the second episode. Yeah. But she doesn't know how, and all she's taught is what Paula has read also, right? Like you have to be competing against each other, or not to mention Rebecca is genuinely after her boyfriend.
Yeah, this is a lot.
But
Yeah.
if she says anything though, she comes off as the like super jealous, emotional, girlfriend who can't handle having another girl in the group. So what else is she supposed to do but invite her along and show, look, see, I'm totally cool.
Oh, I've gotten burned by being cool so many fucking times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, I want so badly to be like the partner that doesn't have like any needs. But like I am totally cool.
Yeah. I've kept
Until like,
myself.
you end up reaching a tipping point and you feel like your reputation's on the line. Like,
Yeah.
or just or even being in a space where they're trying to call like a good vibes only.
Right. Toxic positivity.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to have uncomfortable feelings.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have some real talk.
And I don't need the added discomfort of being told that, like, I need to subdue discomfort when I'm already having discomfortable feelings.
Word games. Duh, of course. I mean, like Scrabble, Mad Libs, all the hits. Hell, maybe I'll even bring Boggle.
Scrabble on the beach. Oh my God.
Sounds terrible. It's like the same color as sand.
I know.
It's number games. We're talking Sudoku, maybe some fraction flashcards. Oh, we could sing the
Like,
pie
she's
song.
gonna make the most out of it. Oh,
About them, they are just a stepping stone on the way to Josh.
Oh my God, no, they're not.
Oh,
but how can you have a life with someone without their friends?
Yeah, and why does Paula assume that she doesn't want to be with Josh and have friends?
Right.
She does legitimately want an actual group of friends.
if the same bad things keep happening over and over, there is a reason for it. And in your
I did once explain something similar to someone in a nicer way. That like they always saw themselves as the victim and could not see the pattern of how their behavior was leading to those things.
party bus.
Daryl, that sounds fun, but you don't have to try that hard to get people to like you. Did somebody order a party bus?
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've explained to our viewers before. I have a neurological condition that is in the same family as Parkinson's and makes me spasm and sort of seize involuntarily. But I've been training myself to turn my vocalizations into silly sounds. So you are encouraged to laugh at me. Please laugh away.
I think it's fantastic that you're putting your own twist. Making something feel a little less like it's happening to you and happening with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I get embarrassed, that doesn't help anything. That just raises ups the central nervous system. I need to chill out. Laughter's good at that. I want to feel connected to you, control my breathing. Yeah. And have fun. Get to practice my scatting. I recently learned that if things are going well, I can do phenomena. So then it's a call and response.
Oh,
Yeah, I did get a whole group of people to do it once. That was pretty awesome.
nice.
All right, let's get back to this.
Amazing. So I'm gonna pop on board.
Valencia gives such good looks. Such good stares.
Oh, I should probably lose some layers.
Love a tearaway.
Wow, you just ripped it off like that. Did you make that? Or did you buy that in a store? Did you like buy that in a store that sells like rip-offable clothing?
What happens when you have an immovable object meet an unstoppable force? Lindsay wants to destroy her. Rebecca will not be destroyed.
And we're already stuck in traffic.
Well, yeah. It's only 2 hours without traffic.
Songs we don't know that we can't sing along to? For a beach trip, are you gonna hand out sheet music?
Let's get in. Let's let Rebecca in. Stop. Rebecca time.
I feel like Rebecca wants to be a throuple.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Night school is awesome. Thank you for that suggestion.
Hey, he's going to night school.
Yay, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, neighbor.
Heather, you know Josh.
Heather.
We didn't know that you and Greg knew each other.
Oh, yeah, we met at your house, at your weird party.
Are you guys dating?
Do people still use that word?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, dating. Yeah.
You guys are so cute.
That's so uncomfortable.
The eye contact.
Burpees, but I think I'm gonna go back on that.
Oh, guys, so much traffic. Am I right? It's like, when will it end?
Oh, that's so rude.
Take a risk and hit the old bus bathroom.
Oh no, but if you leave, I won't have anyone.
I do feel bad for her, though. Feeling lonely and ostracized. Just wanting friends to hang out with.
Well, I mean, maybe why Joe was trying to open up.
Yeah, and she thought he was boring.
Yeah.
They did not have shared common interests.
I mean, sometimes you gotta meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you can just be really excited for someone for being passionate about something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even if the topic is not one you would choose for your own.
Yeah, and you can usually make most topics interesting. There's always, I mean, at least for me, there's always something fascinating.
Okay, so, all right, here's a conversation. One might be thinking, how does one make friends? Okay, so here's something that worked for me. Volunteering. This could be a situation of like a single event, like a 5K. Maybe you could be doing a thing, running a shift with one other person, and just all you have to talk about is the work in front of you. If things don't work out, you only have to work with them for a shift. Or you could do like I did this summer and do like a regular every once a week type of volunteering shift and start to develop friendships over time. And that was really cool too. And truly, like, that's my number one like place to start.
Yeah.
Feel like, and also just the advice of just do the things that you really want to do, because if you do the things that you really want to do, then you'll meet the other people who really want to do those things.
Right. Like,
so if you hate speed dating, you're just going to meet a bunch of people who like speed dating.
Right. Or if you don't like drinking all the time, then don't go to bars where people are drinking all the time.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of things. Like, I have a friend who's really into curling because it's something sort of physical that's on a team, but it's not that physical. And it's mostly them just like hanging out and drinking beer. And like that works really well for her.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Yeah.
I have other friends who are
How
really,
did they find out about it?
Hmm?
How did your friend find out about it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But curling, I mean, you could just look at your local ice rink, see what kind of teams and sports and stuff they have going there. There are all sorts of adult leagues and like any kind of activity really you could think of. So yeah, whatever your heart desires.
Yeah. And you'll find other people that love those things too. And then you have something to talk about.
Yeah, I just joined a storytelling group for people who want to be like story writers.
Nice. So
And
you
that
will speak their words out loud.
so it's like people write stories and then they come together at an event to share their stories, sharing and critiquing story writing. Yeah. There's a local beekeepers union, I'm sure. Check out your local beekeepers.
Oh, have your own little apiary. Oh my God. This is great.
But then they flicked a lit cigarette at me, but it's okay, it's okay. I caught it.
Oh.
Bean dip. And if you people don't eat this, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, that was quite a threat over some bean dip.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I didn't follow you to the beach.
It doesn't matter.
Do you work at 24-hour gym?
I do, yeah.
On East Cameron?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh my gosh, I have like a million questions for you. What can you actually do? Because I saw you.
Oh no!
I don't want to overestimate, but maybe I do. Anyway, but I saw you do 24, but I felt like you were really only like halfway through.
Depends on the workout, but I'm at 57 if you're just talking about as many as I can do at once. I'm not satisfied with that.
Hey, Daryl, I thought we were gonna hang.
I can do like 2 or 3.
And not everything is about you, Rebecca.
Yeah. Because now Joe has someone to talk to about something that he's passionate about.
Yeah, somebody who's actually interested in what he has to say.
Yeah.
One of the things that took me a lot of practice was asking people questions about themselves, about what they're interested in, figuring out what kinds of questions to ask while still being present for what they're saying, and then following up with them so that they see that you're interested in them and not just like wanting to talk about yourself like Rebecca did. Rebecca just wanted the attention on her. She didn't care about why Joe. And he was just a prop to her. And people don't like to feel that way.
And it's not fair to say that he was being boring because Meryl certainly found him interesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in a part of the country where you don't really want to pry.
Yeah.
You don't want to pry. You don't want to pry into people's privacy. They'll tell you if something's wrong, or like if something's really wrong. But like, or like you should just you'll know.
Yeah, I always figured
if someone's going through something.
Yeah, I always figured that somebody would open up more if they wanted to.
Yeah, like it's impolite to ask.
Exactly. Yeah.
What is your deal?
So tell me more about that. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough habit to break. Because I care about listening intently very much. That's another part of it. I'm not just waiting for my turn to speak. And sometimes I'm just very thoughtfully wondering what to say. Sometimes I'm high.
Yeah.
So, peace about being a little silent sometimes.
Yeah, me too. I have lots of long breaks. We could have just an awkward pause right now.
Like,
yeah.
Like right now? Shit, did I ruin it?
Oh, it was my fault. It was my fault.
Okay. Well, I fixed it.
Perfect.
The bus driver.
What's happening?
I don't know, but I'm so excited.
I think I'm also a little bit jealous that she gets away with a monotone speaking voice when I had to train myself out of that really hard because I kept getting in trouble. Apparently, sarcasm just does not come across the same way when you give it completely dry. Just sounds like you're serious. Pissed a lot of people off. But Heather is so cool. Yeah. She's just so chill, though. It's like she smoked a joint and is just like, whatever.
All eyes on me.
Oh, they're on you.
It's really hard. I have quite a few friends who dance, who compete pole and teach pole. And that takes a lot of skill.
Definitely, you can tell it's not her from not having the face in view, because that stuff is so athletic beyond. Like, oh my god, especially when they do that thing, like when they're walking down in the air, like, oh my god, how do they do that?
Some good butt action.
Her boss is there.
Yeah. And she just licked that thing.
He's out of line, right?
You guys have a weird thing, all of you. There's so much drama. I don't like it. Like, I would never bring you to a party with Zeke.
Who is Zeke?
Exactly.
Can I have my shirt back, Greg?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Oh, she just did something really big. It was really vulnerable.
Hey, Paula. Could you come get me?
They like helicopter in and like airlift her out of the van or the bus.
Greg ruined it. He put a date and some weird beer, tried changing our music. You can't miss a classic beach day and expect nothing to happen.
Who cares about being likable?
You don't seem to. I dig that.
As soon as you admit you love Josh, you love him, say it.
Do it!
I mean, what is she supposed to like shout it in the middle of the party bus where everybody can hear her?
I'm so pissed at him, I'm gonna drink the last craft beer, even though it tastes like thick, soapy shampoo.
That is pretty petty.
Finally, a new girl comes to town, and surprise, you've already channed all over her.
Gross.
Yeah.
You guys have been friends since kindergarten, and you've never fought like this. What's the new element today?
It's definitely not me. I didn't do anything. I'm a student.
Why are you even in our lives?
Because you're my friends.
No, we're not.
Here it is, the moment she's been practicing.
Amazing framing behind her with the red.
I told you! Oh my god! I ran into Josh. He got a really great offer from Daryl. Call from What If Chippewa.
You called me. I remember Karen came in.
Daryl, no.
What is your why?
Because I will work for super cheap. I just really want to live in West Covina.
You always said that he called you and offered you a job, and that's why you moved here.
God damn it, Daryl.
I was miserable in New York. I was so depressed. And then I ran into you, Josh, and you told me about West Covina, and you kept using the word happy.
And you gotta get, there was like a butter commercial.
I'm in love with West Covina.
That sounded like she was actually being honest with herself for once, instead of blaming it on Josh or the job, or it's because she wasn't happy.
Mhm. That sounded really sincere. Rebecca is giving a sincere answer. It may not be the one that we were expecting, but maybe it has less to do with Josh and more to do with happiness than any of us have allowed ourselves to believe. I mean, she's been telling us the entire time, it's not just Josh. And we've kind of been brushing her off like, yeah, but it's totally Josh. But here at her most sincere, she's telling us like it's just she's chasing happiness. And that puts a lot of other things into perspective. You know, like why she is having such a hard time with saying she loves Josh, you know, despite Paula insisting that she must. You know, like it really is putting things in perspective if you just take her at her word.
Yeah, I think they're having trouble doing that because she hasn't been very honest and forthcoming with them.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone's going to take it well and understand where she's coming from, and she can't really control that. All she can do is be honest and vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another reason that I try really hard to be really, really sincere all the time, because in the times that I really, really need it, it comes in handy.
Yeah.
You know, the moments where you really got to be trusted, and you're like, yeah, for realsies.
Thanks for the party bus, neighbor. I'll see ya.
Class act as ever, Heather.
I don't think it's insane at all.
Wait, what?
Rebecca, I lived in New York, remember? I know what it's like. I've spent my whole life defending this town to people like Greg. West Covina,
Aww.
California. It's Nirvana, it's heaven, it's Mecca. It's not just a coincidence, it isn't just by chance. It's logical, it's obvious, it all makes perfect sense. And I'm just so happy that you're here. Let's keep this convo between us.
Gross. Oh no, I know, but yeah.
So close.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're crazy at all.
Then maybe you could stand up for her and tell people that.
And she showed up without her having to say that she loves Josh.
He's so warm and kind and understanding.
Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret.
I love him so much.
You should see how he treats me when we're alone. Red flag, red flag.
Toxicity is so much easier to see on the outside. Okay, red flags.
Well, sometimes.
Keep it a secret from their other partners.
The only abusive romantic relationship I've been in, everybody actually thought it was really great from the outside. So it's not always you should see how he treats me when we're alone. Sometimes it's you should see how he treats me when we're alone. It comes in different forms.
I'm sorry that you were going through that.
Thanks. Something that I've learned is that it's a lot more common than I think I was previously aware of. And I was really lucky that I had friends who had gone through it and that I trusted to sort of help me through the process. And that was a big boon.
Yeah, having a strong network to rely on is such a big deal. Such a big deal.
And why it's so frustrating that Paula is trying to keep Rebecca from having more friendships.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't rely on your partner for all of your social needs.
No, that's really unhealthy.
That's too much. It's too much relying on one single perspective. Life flourishes in diversity. Forests, coral reefs, ideas, people just live around each other, get different perspectives, have friends of different everythings.
Absolutely. I try to treat it like data. I can't make a good decision with a small amount of data.
Mm.
I need more.
Yeah. Well, I just love the genuine connections that I feel like I have with the people that I love that are in my life, and I feel really grateful for the time that I get to spend with them. And
yeah,
that's right enough.
Don't ever lie to me again.
Okay, Mama.
Aw, chosen family.
Aww.
Wow, wine coolers. I haven't seen those in a while.
Oh no, he tried. He tried.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Then at the very end, it did still break my heart, for her to admit, like, I love him so much. Like, oh no, yeah, I get it. Oh no, I get it. Oh no. Da-da-da-da-da. Anything else you want to say about this episode? Big party.
As bad as we're just being as awkward as that episode was.
Oh my God. Right?
That was a very cringy one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, and even I will be honest, I don't know what I wanted more, for Rebecca's performance on the pole to be accurately depicted, or something that was just in her head and she was maybe using a bit of hyperbole to describe how well she was doing. I don't know which one was actually happening. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think
the effect is the same, that everyone was pretty not their thing.
A lot of the fun of the show is having an unreliable narrator. At least. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And without spoiling too much, something that I enjoy even more than the fact that we have an unreliable narrator is that the way that presents changes. as she changes.
Ah!
Something fun to look forward to.
Okay. Oh, I always look forward to this. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us once again. If you want to be heard, go ahead and slap some shit up there. Go ahead
Yeah.
and like and comment and subscribe and do whatever you want. It's cool.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
love
know.
hearing-
We're not gonna pay for this. It's fine.
We love hearing from you.
Yeah. And
Oh,
ooh,
wait.
next episode.
But we may not be here next week. I have not had any confirmations yet. It's up in the air. But in case we're not here next week, hope you have a lovely week. And if we are, then disregard.
Next episode is season 1, episode 10. I'm back at camp with Josh. Nostalgia means our pain.
It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Go back to camp. Hope you have a lovely week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.